Alright, what's up you guys? I'm Nick, the co-writer and director of Samhain.
I'm Dave. I play Michael Myers and the character
Dave.
We should probably change that. That's
Few things I wanted to talk to you guys about today. This video is basically serving the purpose of explaining what happened last time with the movie, explaining what we're doing now, explaining what you can expect, and giving you a little insight, kind of like a behind-the-scenes look at who we are off set. So, without further ado, I'm going to light my cigarette. Yeah! The Pro Bowl's in there. Well, not on. I was looking on iPad. AFC team's getting great. Anyway, why are you burning that? Okay. So, what happened last time was, this will be our third go-around with the movie. We've tried it 2 other times. That's really, really, really distracting. We've tried it 2 other times. Both failed. Let me explain both of those fails to you guys. One, we're using a buddy of mine camera. His name was Ryan Kovar. Right before we were finished shooting, one of our actors, Stone, moved to Florida. Then Ryan moved to Nebraska. No, he moved to California. So we were SOL on that one.
then he moved to Nebraska. And he said, I'm going to come back this summer. I'm going to fly up there. My parents are going to pay for it. I'm going to. So we can finish. But that never happened.
Sucks to suck, right? The second time around, I bought a camera with my own money. We went and started filming. It was a little more serious this time around. I got a script written by Corey Schaffler. You guys should look him up on YouTube. He's also a member on the Halloween message board, if you guys know what that is, HalloweenMovies.com, or you can just go to ohmb.net. His name is CJ12. He wrote the script for the movie. Now, I wrote the treatment for the movie with the scene-by-scene specific, basically the screenplay. What happened every scene. He wrote the dialogue, or most of the dialogue. Guess I'm stuck in my nose. Then Philip Matthews, sorry, gave out his last name. He is the producer. He lives in Florida, and he oversees the project. That's why you guys saw behind-the-scenes footage uploaded last time, because he needed to, keep pace with what was going on. So basically, what happened with that was we started filming. We had a really good portion of the movie done. A couple great shots. There was this basement shot I loved, with the light coming in on Alex's face. Loved that shot. We're gonna recreate that for sure. And my camera was confiscated due to something my brother got in trouble with legally. They had to use it as evidence.
And you moved.
Yeah, and I moved, but that was after the fact. Things happened, and after 8 long months, I'm finally getting my camera back this week. So basically, where we stand right now, we're older. I've taken the screenplay and written notes off to the side of exactly where I want them to be or how I want the scene to look. I took the script and perfected it a little bit. I also wrote the cast. I wrote the cast out, the crew out. I scouted all the locations, and I wrote out a list of needs we're going to need for the film. Basically, props-wise, production budget, that kind of stuff. So where we stand right now, we're pretty much ready to go. Just got to get the camera back and get everybody together. We have a June 1st deadline that it has to be finished filming by then, which it will be. A September deadline of editing, because September is when I want it to get circulated, where people can buy it. I'll set up a PayPal account, send stuff around, all that kind of stuff. So that's where we stand right now.
That's pretty much it. We just ask, definitely, we want you guys' support a lot, because we're not professionals here. Maybe some of you guys out there have some ideas of a type of shot, maybe used in one of the other Halloween movies.
But I'm
or
not the best with
I-
constructive criticism. I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
The people on set,
Be nice.
like if Dave's like, hey, let's try this shot, or see we can do this, I'll be like, yeah, that's cool. But, when people are like, can you do this? Do a sequel to Halloween Resurrection or something like that. It's like,
No, we're not doing
come
that.
on.
Just
We have the
small
story written out.
small suggestions for types of scenes, not specific scenes to do. Like, don't go on here and say, do this and make this guy say this. No, none of that crap. If you're gonna do that, just don't even say anything at all. Get out of here. Look at the video. You're gonna be on YouTube. Is it cat poop?
Yeah.
It's gross.
That's a cat pee.
Ew. Here, give me. I'll throw it in the trash.
Yeah.
Well,
That was my mom.
that was cat pee.
Anyway. But yeah. Just basically what we would, appreciate is, basically like pick-me-ups and stuff like, you guys go do a good job, stuff like that. Even if you don't really think we're going to do a good job, just say it anyway and make me feel good. And little ideas like, maybe references to other movies. It doesn't have to be a Halloween movie, just other horror movies in general, like ideas.
And I'll tell
Don't
you,
say, do this specific scene from Halloween 2 when, no, none of that crap. I don't want that. We don't want that crap. We don't want to copy. We just want ideas. Like, oh, you could do this with lighting and, do a shot here, in this type of area. Stuff like that would be cool, or like you could do a low ground shot on the street when
I have a
and
couple of
have
those.
leaves blowing across the camera. Or something in that general idea.
I got
Stuff
this
like
shit.
that.
But basically, we're filming in a small Midwestern town just like Haddonfield was. We live in Maineville, Ohio, which you've got your small town diner, your gas stations, your neighborhoods, everything is perfect. We don't have to get fake leaves because wherever you go for woods, there's leaves everywhere. We just gather bags and we gather garbage bags full and just spread them. I've got plenty of Halloween decorations and lights that we can use for houses. We get police permission before we film in certain locations.
Sometimes we use random people's houses and ask
And
them.
they let us put decorations up, which we're going to have to do because you can't have one house look all decorated and then none of the other ones. Some problems with shooting in February. It's going to be snow. Now,
Here.
it's not that much this year, and it really hasn't been the past couple of years. But if there's a day where it snows, like last year there were a few, we would do indoor shots. We're not going to cancel filming because of snow. All we're going to do is change what we were going to film that day to work with the snow. So that's basically that. One cool thing I want to tell you guys, I don't want to tell you the twist for the movie, but I will tell you that it ties in with Halloween 6. There was never a sequel done to Halloween 6, and a lot of people would like that. This is not a sequel, by the way. This is a fan film. We're not copyrighting anything. We're not taking anything copyrighted, aside from Halloween themes, but those are all public domain now. So we could do that. But
We'll also
basically...
be making our own soundtrack as well. Our own
But-
sounds and stuff.
So we're gonna keep the themes. We're gonna keep the decorations. We're gonna keep, most importantly, the suspense. It's not all about the blood and gore. It's about the chase is better than the catch. Basically, that's a Motorhead song. But it's true. It's gonna be more about running from Michael Myers than getting killed by Michael Myers. We're gonna have a lot of suspense build-up scenes, a lot of things with no payoff. Like you think something's going to happen and it's really building up, but nothing happens. There's going to be a lot of stalking involved. I've taken a lot of time to write this and really perfect what I wanted to come out of it. Him playing Michael Myers is perfect because you weigh, what, 250?
250 on a
Weigh
good day.
250, 6'2". That's a pretty good Michael Myers.
I'm a little bit of a big guy.
He watches the Halloween movies, so he knows the walk, he knows the head tilt, he knows how he kills people, he knows the stalking, he knows the hiding in the shadows kind of thing. He's got it all down.
And for those of you wondering, most of my stalking and the walk influences mostly come from the beginning of the series, not so much as the end. Mostly from Halloween 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah, Halloween 3, the stalking aspect.
Yeah, but most of my, the walk and the, what's the word, the kind of like the creepiness, the
vibe.
the kind of like the vibe, the absence-ness, is that a word? The absence of a soul, basically, is what I'm really going to try to
But he
capture.
also does derive his kills really from Rob Zombie's 2 films.
Yes, the kills are definitely from Rob Zombie's, in that sense being very brutal and violent.
Now, I'm not saying you're going to see a lot of gore. There's not really going to be any gore because we don't have the money to pay for that effects, but there's going to be blood.
There's definitely going to be a lot of rage.
Yeah, it's not more of like, you're going to see it happen, but you're not going to see a bunch of gore. And when you see it happen, you're going to see a very pissed off Michael Myers. Now, the way, a couple of things that I loved taking on this this idea that I wrote, every Halloween movie focuses around a family member that is a female. And that family member is chased down by Michael Myers, hunted throughout the movies, and the females really carry the movie and the guys just get killed off. One of my great, I hope will be a triumph, is male actors. The movie centers around males. Guys can scream too, guys can run too, guys can fight Michael Myers just as well as a girl could. And another thing is, there's going to be absolutely, there's no family angle. There's an angle how the main character, Alex, is connected to Michael Myers, but it's not by blood or relatives. It's by something that happened in Halloween 6. So
basically, we're really going out on our own. We're not copying the story. We're not taking the easy route. We're putting our own twist on it. We're not just, like we said, we're not making a sequel. We're making our own movie, but we are using the Michael Myers character and the idea of the Halloween movie. But this is our own movie. It's a tribute film. So you're going to see a lot of similar things from the movies, the Halloween series, like I said, like, the walks and the rage, and obviously the figure of the shape. And you're going to have that feel of a Halloween movie. But it's not going to be a copy or a reproduction or anything of the sort. It's going to be, his movie. It's with all of our own twists and ends in it.
Well, one of the things I loved, and we'll wrap this up because this is already pretty lengthy, but I wanted to give you guys kind of a backstory and get to know us a little bit. One of the things I love about this is I've always been a fan of the franchise since I can remember. The first movie I saw was Halloween 5, and I still love that movie.
Did you see it?
No, Halloween 5? 89? I wasn't alive yet. But I saw it on AMC years ago when I was a kid. But Michael Myers has always scared the shit out of me. He's always scared the shit out of me. When I was a kid, and even now, and it's not like the jump scares, it's just like he's the embodiment of evil. That's what we're trying to capture here. I've seen other directors take their shot at the Halloween franchise, some better than others, obviously. Some writers better than others. Rob Zombie's amazing. Sorry if you guys disagree. I love Rob Zombie's movies.
He did really good.
But I just wanted to put my vision out there. I wanted to put my vision on paper and then put it on film for all you guys. So we're gonna have behind the scenes footage uploaded every week. I have promised the producer Phil that there will be a behind the scenes footage from a shoot during the week, uploaded every single week by the end of the week. So you guys can check in with that every week.
To be behind the scenes and stuff
and
like
we'll do
this
stuff.
commentary.
We'll do stuff in post production as well in the editing room. You know, I'll give you guys looks at that and stuff.
Be all that really cool stuff, like the making of
But
videos like that.
What I'm hoping to do is get a DVD out to you guys eventually. We're going to start filming this week. Get a DVD out to you guys. Get some commentary and making of and stuff like that on that DVD. And just so you guys can get to know us and hear what we have to say about it. But I really appreciate the continued support from you guys because I know it's been a pain in the ass to wait for this movie, but the wait's over. It's coming. We're starting this week. If for some reason I don't have my camera back, we'll start with Dave's camera. We have no time to waste. You know, we go off to college in less than a year now. Right? We go January. Yeah. So I want to have this done in fall. I want to go to the convention in fall, and I want to meet some fellow Halloween fans. Maybe you guys have seen it. You know, that'd be cool. But the main thing I want to do is just get my vision on film and show all these guys' talents off and show you what a great Michael Myers he is and what great writing we have with Corey and I. And with great overseeing of the project, producer-wise, with Phil. He's a really great guy. And I just want to show you guys what we've got to offer. So, as of right now, January 27th, I'm Nick, the co-writer and director of Samhain.
Dave, I play Michael Myers, and Dave.
And
The name will probably change. That's not for sure. Another thing, before you close it out, a couple things. First being DVDs. Since I'm the only one at the time that has a job that is involved with the movie, the DVD charge will be very small. You know, maybe $8. That's not determined yet. I mean, that's a whole big process. We're gonna have
depends
to
on how many people want some. If more
figure
people
out.
want some, we'll lower the price.
Exactly. And then again, support. Support's great, you know, so we can do things like get it out there more. You know, so tell your friends, tell your family, tell people that are interested in just horror movies in general. They don't have to like the Halloween series. They don't even have to have heard of it. I mean, it would help a little.
Yeah. So you know what you're watching.
Yeah. Well, last thing, this guy knows pretty much everything. I think everything there is to know about the entire franchise of Halloween. So, I mean, you can really trust and believe that this is going to be a great film for the resources we have. You know, you gotta give us that. But this guy knows everything there is to know. I mean, he could probably answer any freaking question. He could answer, you know, what exact date was a scene filmed on in Halloween 2. I mean, seriously, he's that
Rob
obsessed.
Zombie's Halloween 2 started filming on February 23rd, 2009. There's an example.
I mean, this guy knows everything. So, I mean, you know, and you really, you know, so you can really trust that we're going to really be very anal about this movie. It's not just going to be like, oh, okay, I guess that's good enough. No, it's going to be like, this scene is like 90% okay, but it's not 100%, so we're going to redo it.
We will make sure that this movie is perfect with the themes, with the orange color, with the suspense, with all of it. We're going to bring you guys the best Halloween film we can with what we're given. So, just to wrap it up, I appreciate everybody watching. I appreciate everybody's support. Stay tuned because this is not going away. Expect a behind the scenes from the shoot this weekend. By Sunday night, I will have something uploaded because we are going to shoot this week. No matter what scenes we get, we're going to shoot this week. So, thank you guys for watching and stay tuned for more news.